Imagine having the ability to remain composed and gathered in the midst of a gridlock, or having a challenging discussion with your supervisor, or even coping with one's own crises. Is the strength of Stoicism is an old school of thought that has helped humans survive for ages. Lives that are more content and joyful. We learn from Stoicism that the only thing we can really control is our own thinking. And activities, everything else from the climate, the economy, and the actions of others are not within our. By embracing this fact, we can gain control, release ourselves from the tension and annoyance that results from attempting to regulate things that are not under our reaching. Stoicism also helps us concentrate on our own, which is what we can control, character and our behavior. By making an effort to lead a moral life, we can build a feeling of happiness and inner tranquility that is independent of outside conditions. In this video, we'll explain. Examine 10 important Stoic lessons that can assist you in finding inner tranquility and gain emotional control. Come along with us on this path of self-exploration as we examine the age-old Stoic wisdom and discover how to use it in our contemporary. The first lesson in life is to embrace what you accept. What you can manage. Epictetus, which the Stoic age provides us a basic lesson that functions as the foundation of Stoic thought, is the control dichotomy. Crucial to this lesson is the understanding that our lives are subject to a basic separation between factors under our control and those outside of our impact. This idea is essential in maintaining a composed and peaceful attitude. Despite the chaos of life, uncertainties that are fundamental to Epictetus suggests that we focus our efforts and focus on those facets of life that fall under our jurisdiction. These encompass our intentions, ideas, and behaviors and reactions. By shifting our attention to what we actually have the ability to, might move through life with a feeling of mastery and purpose. Are the recognition that our inner world is part of our dominion, which creates on the other hand, the foundation of our tranquility. Exogenous occurrences and situations that frequently escape our control are to be recognized as existing outside of our control. As demonstrated by an archer, Epictetus is able to precisely aim and draw the bow, string precisely, then let go of the arrow expertly, but are still unsure of the flight's result. We need to let go of our reliance on results that This emission is not an act that can be controlled, of surrender, but an acceptance of equality in light of life's innate. Epictetus's image of unpredictable. The archer who finds satisfaction in being aware that they have given it their all effort, irrespective of the outcome for the aim, reminds us powerfully of the Stoic approach to life, which motivates us to focus on our goals and the committed efforts we made in order to accept that the outcomes are susceptible to a wide range of outside variables. In general, Stoicism serves as a reminder to take charge of our inner selves, welcoming the control dichotomy as a potent instrument to remain composed and at ease. Attitude in a world where a lot stays out of our control. By focusing our efforts on what we can mold us to liberate ourselves from the difficulty of trying to control the uncontrollable, enabling us to learn calm in the understanding that we've done what we could with the equipment at our acceptance's power. Lesson 2 on disposal. The power of acceptance within the larger framework of few individuals in Stoic philosophy stand as tall as the Roman emperor, and Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher. His profound observations, frequently etched in the timeless meditation monuments, reverberate through the centuries and shed light on one of the most significant teachings on Stoicism of Marcus Aurelius. Leads us in acceptance. Through an in-depth investigation of the recognizing the human condition, the certainty of both victory and his existence, as he sees it, is a continuous symphony of ups and downs, ebb and flow, in this constantly changing landscape. There are situations, components outside of our control that we are unable to regulate. Marcus Aurelius, in his capacity as a Stoic sage, praises the qualities of acknowledging these unchangeable facts too. To embrace is to accept in the Stoic sense. The fact that life is unpredictable and transient. It is to liberate the links of attachment to certain results and to move in unison with the constant beat of the cosmos. In the statements of Marcus Aurelius's opposition to the way things naturally unfold leads to chaos and anguish, like a ship battling the unrelenting present. Regarding acceptance, the Stoic viewpoint is like embarking on a voyage over the ocean of living without a certain destination, but with a steadfast belief in that the journey itself serves as an invitation to give up the need to be uncompromising, control, and instead let the constantly shifting flow of life to dance with the cosmic music. Whether the tones are calm or turbulent, the manifestation of temperance and stoicism in this lesson for forms in the sphere of Stoicism, the foundation of inner tranquility and calm. It compels us to extend our arms to the whims of life, to relish the sweetness of achievement, and to endure the adversity storms with grace's power of acceptance. As Marcus clarified, Aurelius is a lighthouse that directs us, navigating the maze of existence, enabling us to appreciate every moment, each situation, and maintaining composure. It is the calmness that comes from accepting life in all its unpredictable nature is significant. Tranquility among its constantly third lesson on shifting landscapes. Engage in mindfulness practice. Engage in mindfulness exercises. Renowned Stoic thinker whose insight has survived the ages and sheds light on an important lesson for anybody looking to relax and poise under the challenges of life's storms. The mindfulness practice, in the concept of mindfulness in Stoic language, is a compass that directs us to the coastlines of the current, offering of sanctuary from the unrelenting turmoil of regrets from the past and the future. Uncertainties in the mindfulness's core is the skill of living in the present moment, of being fully present in the moment. With deep awareness, it is the remedy for the ruminating affliction, the constant turbulence of the mind over past grief and worries about the future. The Stoic lessons of Seneca invite us to honor the richness and beauty of the present, acknowledging it's the only period of time that has real existence. Mindfulness exercises, as Seneca's outline, is not limited to the remarkable times in life, but reaches out to embrace the commonplace and ordinary. It inspires us to observe a keen eye on life's weave, from the amazing to the seemingly. We disengage because it is insignificant, releasing ourselves from the grip of torture of remorse, and the immobilizing hold of this Stoic mindfulness is a valuable way to instrument for maintaining inner peace, and clarity serves as a link to the valuable, now tying us up with the profound present-day. Simplicity is an art form that enables us to completely interact with our existing situation, to enjoy every breath, and to savor the beauty that emerges with each heartbeat. When we engage in mindfulness exercises, we explore a timeless haven where the mind feels comfort, in a location where inner calmness is fostered and poise is grown. Amid the whirling waves of the fourth lesson of existence is to cultivate, develop resilience. Situated in the expansive terrain of Stoic wisdom and resilience lessons, Echo is a thunderous anthem, and it's the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, par excellence, who speaks up to instruct us the fundamental skill of overcoming hardship with unwavering. The ability to overcome adversity is not a dangerous adversary, but a chisel that creates our character's masterpiece. Stoicism, which has its origins in the life's natural order, conveys the essential reality that difficulties are the weft and warp of this wisdom, is embodied by existing Stoics. Adversity should not be viewed as a barrier or a cause of pain, but instead as an opportunity, a tempering crucible, and polishes their inner metal. Epictetus invites us to stay put before life's storms, but to endure firm as the uncompromising oak. The tempest did not disturb the spirit of this Stoic viewpoint is based on in the deep understanding that it is not the actual events, but our judgments, responses, and decisions we create in the face of hardship that maintain the lens has the ability to upset us, through which we perceive the difficulties of life that influences our inner serenity. To develop a Stoic attitude of resilience is to follow the path of individual growth and to identify hardship as an instructor of Stoicism rather than as a scourge. We learn from the crucible of difficulty. We learn the actual magnitude of our power, and it comes from overcoming life's challenges with bravery and steadfastness, with which we come forth like character-rich, tempered steel, strengthened by the hardships we have faced. The Stoic approach to hardship blends in perfectly with the Stoic faith in the epic sovereignty of choosing. In his Sea City, Epictetus exhorts us to face obstacles head-on without fear, but with a warrior's bravery, because it is by means of our reactions to outside occurrences that we maintain the sacredness of our inner serenity and poise. Resilience is a gift that enables Stoics to handle the turbulence of life seas with a steadfast, unblinking gaze. Despite the most tumultuous circumstances, Storm's fifth lesson: select your reaction. Epictetus, the venerable Stoic's answer epic. A wise sage who has traveled the passage of time leaves us with a great lesson of incalculable worth, the influence of choice on our reactions. This lesson falls under the Stoic philosophy, serves as an unbreakable pillar lighthouse directing our way over the turbulent oceans of life. Epictetus, with the truth is communicated by steadfast conviction, because although the external events tides may continue to exist outside of our dominion, the helm of our answers is firmly contained within our. Realize that this, he declares, is the core in the Stoic temple of Stoic wisdom, when poise and calmness are paramount. The locus of control is dominant. Internal Stoicism, that is resolute philosophy based on deep self-control, extols the authority of how we respond to the many difficulties in this hallowed place, that the Stoic qualities of courage and wisdom, temperance and justice act as guiding principles. The route is illuminated by stars. Preserving the epicus of inner tranquility, his sage counsel extends an invitation to think on the character of our decisions and responses, especially in this is the crucible of adversity. Reflection that makes us aware of the deep reality that we have, the power to choose a precious gift, deliberately formulate our answers to the numerous outside events that take place in the Stoic method in our life. To adapting wisely to the ups and downs of life is comparable to a masterful brushstroke on a canvas of life. It is the decision to conform our answers, using the Stoic qualities to face the challenges of life with the bravery of heroes and the knowledge of sages, the fairness of good hearts, and the moderation of those who follow the way of the Stoics' arsenal of inner mastery, filled with Epictetus's wisdom, a haven of inner tranquility that is impervious even to the most intense storms. Via conscious selection and conformity to Stoic virtues, we create a barrier that protects our. When faced with hardship, serenity is the Stoics' appeal for clarity to negotiate the life's maze-like passageways with resilience and grace. In the crucible of deliberate decision-making, we discover the crucible of persistent inner. The sixth peace lesson is to limit your overindulgent wants. Aspirations in the magnificent tapestry of Stoic knowledge interwoven with strands of the Council on Reason and Virtue in Serbia. Moderation, a Stoic ideal, remains as a work of art unto itself. A wise man who, for his insightful philosophical writings on Seneca's virtue and personal growth, provides us with a lesson in paramount significance, a lesson that calls on us to stop the erratic cravings that frequently threat to overwhelm our inner serenity. At the core of Stoicism is the conviction that overindulgent cravings like raging seas possess the ability to ruin our lives, putting us in a constant state of unrest and dissatisfaction. Among the Stoic sages, in their relentless search for inner calm, acknowledged the dangers of unrestrained desire for riches, prestige, and material belongings that go well beyond what is essential to leading a moral life. And Seneca wisdom echoing the Stoic. His wisdom is imparted via sentiment and is based on the conviction that genuine contentment locates its home in the sanctuary of restricted wants. It's a lesson that motivates us to traverse the intricate passageways of life with the compass of moderation that directs us in the direction of the inner tranquil harbor. Tranquility, the Stoic way, as shown by Seneca's insight, invites us to make things simpler. Our desires only look for what is necessary for a life characterized by virtue, and virtue, in this streamlined form, we discover the priceless jewels of contentment and tranquility without reference to the erratic winds of outside fortune. The Stoic approach to reducing excessive desires turns into the lodestar, guaranteeing the preservation of a cool, collected place. It inside the confines of this old knowledge that we uncover the deep reality that the passionate desire of outside treasures is only temporary. The real treasures and the mirage are inside. Seneca's waiting to be unearthed, teaching as a timeless testament to the unwavering dedication to inner mastery and controlling one's desires to create a route leading to the hallowed sanctuary within. Quiet lesson number 7. Be morally upright. Have virtue. Stoicism's core, as fostered and the great Stoics treasured, thinkers such as Epictetus, Seneca, and the home of Marcus Aurelius, is the unflinching dedication to virtue, a dedication that is located at the core of this historic philosophy. The virtues of Stoicism, that include justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom, become the compass that points us in the direction of a life characterized by inner poise and peace in the opulent fabric of Stoic wisdom, and its qualities are revered. When they are the stars of the moral load that invite us to traverse the turbulent terrain of life, these qualities are seas with grace and wisdom. Inscribed in the history of Stoic philosophy are more than just abstract concepts. They are the foundations that support the Stoic ideal of living in balance with the laws of nature. In the cosmos, wisdom is the first of these qualities, acts as a lighthouse of light, illuminating reason's path and judgment. It requires us to get a thorough comprehension of the Stoic world and our role in it. Epictetus and other sages recognize that wisdom is the cornerstone, that everything wisdom is used to build other virtues, including as our compass. We acquire the ability to observe the actual state of the world, and to distinguish between the transient and the second virtue is lasting courage. Represents the sentinel protecting the it, asks for the fortress of our moral integrity. Upon us to confront the difficulties of life with stability and determination. In the Stoic lexical bravery is not the lack of dread, but overcoming it is what steadfast resolve to face succor, overcoming hardship with inner strength. His teachings, praising the value of bravery in creating a character characterized by fortitude and steadfast determination. Justice the third, the mantle of virtue extends to virtue over the Stoic route. It advises us to live according to, with the values of equity and moral rectitude, as defined by the Stoic philosophers. Taking the wellsprings as a model of justice, direct us to make choices with a foundation in equity and virtue. The quest for justice guarantees, if everything we do is in line with the moral, the universe's order, which fosters inner calmness and poise. Temperance, the last virtue, acts as the protector of. It serves as a reminder of self-control and moderation. Us to be in charge of our wishes, since temperance is the means via which we find the path to genuine contentment. In his articles on philosophy, Seneca highlights how crucial it is to simplify our cravings and pursuing just that which is necessary for living a moral life in the moderation of desires. We reveal the source of inner peace regardless of external conditions. These qualities, supported by a number of Stoic thinkers, come together to create a life that represents the Stoic ideal they advocate. As we are guided by the lodestar navigating the rough seas of life with grace and wisdom and unwavering inner tranquility, by following to these qualities, enabling individuals to penetrate our ideas and behaviors, we keep your cool and remain composed. Demonstrating the unwavering dedication to inner peace and moral behavior in the mosaic. The qualities of Stoicism are the lively colors that make up a life's image complied with the eternal truth of the understanding. The eighth cosmic lesson: recognize the transient character of life, the fleeting character of existence in his timeless and meaningful verses. Marcus Aurelius, The Roman's Thoughts. A Stoic philosopher and emperor explores into the core of existence. A life infused with his lessons are a great way to deal with temporary evidence of the knowledge that comes from adopting. The fact that life is constantly changing is a foundation for preserving a serene and calm manner, as seen via the prism of Marcus Aurelius, instills Stoicism in instruction that is possibly among the most essential to reaching inner peace. He encourages us to start a philosophical voyage that entails recognizing the transitory and fleeting elements of existence. The Stoic acceptance of this fact, frequently referred to as the temporary, the essence of life, does not portend despair. Instead, it acts as the foundation of strength that can provide depth to our lives. The essence of this lesson teaches us that in the field of human experience, nothing, whether they are happy or difficult times of hardship, is unchangeable in the cosmos. Its ever-changing tides create the Stoic tapestry of perpetual change. This cosmic dance is not resisted by sage, yet choose to waltz in time with it. Gracefully and wisely, Marcus Aurelius exhorts us to relieve ourselves of the weight of ties to those transient moments when everything shines like stars, the night sky and the substance items that capture our interest for. However, during a brief break, he instructs us to enjoy these moments and your belongings as they enter our life, but in addition to, when it's time to depart, let them go. In doing so, we uncover an inner haven of peace and poise impenetrable to the storms outside, recognizing that everything is transient. Marcus Aurelius's advocacy serves as a soul salve because it enables us to place putting into consideration the fluctuations of life, which frees us from the shackles of anxiousness brought on by clinging to what went through or could have gone through this Stoic instruction. We turn into the builders of our inner strength, creating a persona characterized by resilience. When confronted with life's unavoidable shifts in comprehension of because life is temporary, we create the path to a deep feeling of inner calmly. We acknowledge that our ability to remain composed and calm surpasses the fluctuations of external conditions. It is a persistent presence, similar to the stars that still glow in the night sky, regardless of the short-lived clouds. Before Marcus Aurelius's Stoic attitude, wisdom asks us to enjoy the sunshine of this comprehension, providing us with the chance to appreciate the moments in life while maintaining a constant feeling of inside the importance of being thankful. Lesson 9 on peace. The importance of thankfulness in the rich tapestry of philosophy of Stoicism, interwoven with strands of there is a jewel of resilience and knowledge that gleams with deep understanding the worth of thankfulness. This lesson was promoted by one of Stoicism's most notable philosophers, shed light on the way to inner serenity and satisfaction regardless of life's obstacles. It directs us to honor not just life's victories, but additionally its difficulties, because it is through the perspective of thankfulness that we discover being calm despite hardship. Seneca's writings devoted to the idea of thankfulness was expertly praised. He urged us to refocus on its benefits, our attention from what we might not have to what we must take comfort in the here and now. Pause, and to cherish the things that frequently overlooked in this Stoic practice, we discover a powerful instrument for maintaining a strong feeling of inner. The core idea of Seneca's teachings on peace. Being thankful serves as a subtle reminder that the expressing gratitude is not dependent on the wealth of our belongings, but instead on our capacity to understand life's gifts in all of their manifestations. In this, gratitude is more than just a reaction to the simple times in life, but a deep recognition of the fact that even in the midst of the storm's rage, there is a haven of tranquility could be discovered by developing a feeling of appreciation. We reassess our bond with life that we come to understand. The more splendor in everyday life, the less in the face of hardship, and the value of each instant in time. Seneca advises us to be happy with the current understanding that the life's values are not commodities to be learned, but experiences must be loved. The importance of thankfulness, as Seneca's illumination serves as a protector of our inner tranquility. It instructs us to never stop thinking about the blessings that have distinguished our path. In doing so, we learn that thankfulness is an elixir that changes the fundamental components of longing and despair, become the gold of tranquility and contentment. At times of challenge, an appreciative heart never gives up. It finds strength even in the face of hardship, for it acknowledges that life's challenges also. As Seneca would remind us, our instructors, the Stoic spirit remains unflinching in the face of adversity. It thrives obtaining sustenance from thankfulness. In the Stoic tradition, deep well, the importance of thankfulness is a constant buddy who guides us to a deep feeling of tranquility. It raises us above the turbulent waves of existence, waves that reflect the tranquility that in accepting the blessings, regardless of how tiny or apparently negligible in comparison to Seneca's intellect, we recognize that exercising being grateful is more than just reacting to the pleasures of life, but a firm embrace of the beauty in the most difficult situations in life, moments with each heartbeat and heartbeat, and each brief instant we are given the chance to discover the gems of thankfulness. The Stoic legacy of Seneca invites us to treasure the moment, not despite obstacles in life, but as a result of and to appreciate the beauty that is all around. This bright practice is what we do. We find a deep feeling of peace and quiet even in the middle of the storms of Lesson 10 on existence. Continue learning, continue to learn and develop, and as well as expanding within the rich fabric of Stoicism, in which knowledge is interwoven with strands of fortitude and temperance, that we discover a shining lesson that invites us to set out on a lifetime adventure of personal development. Epictetus is one of the luminaries of Stoicism, serve as an unwavering mentor in this endeavor, demonstrating that the way to inner peace and the stones are paved with calm. Of individual development, the Stoic dedication to bettering oneself is a common subject, finding resonance in philosophy among various Stoic philosophers. Specifically, Epictetus carries this lesson's torch with unshakable belief. He asks us to walk a path of continuous development, stressing that this dedication is an abundance of knowledge that helps us deal with life's difficulties with wisdom and grace. At this Stoic doctrine's central idea is deep understanding that life is a continuous journey. We are not stagnant beings, but eternal containers of potential, able to evolve. The dedication to growing and learning throughout one's life is an unwavering reminder and call to action, because regardless of where we are, there are but also virtues to investigate and horizons to foster. The Stoic quest for self-improvement fits in well. With the pursuit of knowledge and calmness is an acknowledgement that inner serenity and poise are not static characteristics, but dynamic procedures enhanced by the never-ending pursuit of knowing. Epictetus motivates us to pursue wisdom in the same way as we would for a valuable jewel, understanding that it is the compass that directs us via the Stoic voyage through the labyrinth of existence of personal development finds its heart in the urban flow of the experiences we have in life, are called to excellence, but not to progress towards stability rather than stagnation development. This Stoic lesson reverberates, whispering in the halls of wisdom that no ultimate destination exists. Yet there is an endless journey to improve a variant of accepting this lesson. As a lesson, we discover how to overcome obstacles in life with the Stoic's fortitude and resilience. It is not in the absence that spirit finds strength, of hardship, but in the pursuit of development, which misfortune frequently triggers us to learn that failures are not obstacles, but also stepping stones, and each trial is a teacher's dedication to growing and learning throughout one's life. Is the tempest's lighthouse, is a source of even despite the difficulties of life. It demonstrates the Stoic principle that irrespective of outside conditions, we are in charge of our inner world. The more we gain knowledge of, we develop. The more we develop, the better. We learn to withstand the turbulence of existence. In Epictetus's Echoes lessons, we discover an invitation to commemorate the voyage of personal development, to enjoy the process of education, and to respect the efforts of development is a lesson that gives us comfort. That each step you take along this route, we get closer to Stoicism's core, a life characterized by inner peace and poise, and the search for knowledge in a world crowded with diversions. And Stoicism, in the face of uncertainty, provides a timeless and useful advice for staying composed and poised. By adopting these 10 teachings in Stoicism that are motivated by the knowledge of several Stoic thinkers and exemplifying the temperance virtue, you can overcome obstacles in life using the Stoics' grace, wisdom, and inner tranquility. Temperance serves as your compass, you through life's turbulence and assisting you in remaining composed in the face of hardship. When you adopt these Stoic classes, you gain a deep understanding of peace and balance that permits to prosper. In spite of life's contests, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism helps us remember that inner tranquility and calmness is not reliant on outside situations, but are fostered within by using these beneficial lessons.